Apologies if my voice sounds a bit weird. I meant to record this last night, but I fell asleep at my desk. So I've just woken up and I figured I'd record it now. So I'm sure most of you guys are aware, but Halo Wars Definitive Edition has been announced for Steam. And while this is fantastic, it means more people will play it because a lot of people have issues against the Windows Store. It's bad news for those guys like myself who pre-ordered Halo Wars 2 Ultimate Edition, as the Steam version is not cross-compatible with the Windows Store version. This is said on the Steam page for the game and is being carefully dodged by the guys over at 343. There's a giant Reddit thread about it. Admittedly, most of the comments and replies are about Halo 3 Anniversary and how it's not happening. Spoiler alert. But the team have refused to respond to anything about whether Ultimate Edition owners, or even people who bought it on the Windows Store, will get access to the Steam version. Now, I'm obviously pretty mad because the population on the Windows Store version of the game is pretty much zero. I have not once been able to play an online multiplayer game other than with somebody I live with, because nobody is playing it. And I don't think that's the experience Microsoft intended. The game should either have supported crossplay, and I know this may be an issue due to UWP because I don't believe the Steam version is using UWP, because it's compatible with Windows 7 and 8, and UWP, as far as I'm aware, is only compatible with Windows 10. But the fact that there's no crossplay there seems like a lack of care, in my opinion. It seems like they didn't bother considering the fact that the Windows Store version has such a low population, and that they only looked at sales numbers when deciding that they'd move it over to Steam. Again, this may not be a 343 thing, this may have been a Microsoft thing in order to edge a little more money out of a game that's been out for, God knows how many years. But maybe that's just me. I personally believe they have two options here. Give every Ultimate Edition user Steam keys, so that they can actually play the game online with the majority of the game's population, because let's be honest here, Steam is vastly more popular than the Windows Store. Or implement cross-platform play, so that again, the people who pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, the early backers as it were, aren't getting left out in the rain because they bought the game early. One of these requires a fair amount of work, and one of these not so much work. Generating Steam keys for the game doesn't take that much work at all. We've seen it done thousands of times with other games. You buy a game, you get the Steam version as well. Mainly with indie games and things like that, but it doesn't cost the company any more to generate more Steam keys. And the one that will take work is implementing cross-platform play. Now, honestly, I'd rather this, because I like the Halo app where I have everything in one place. I've got Halo Wars 2, Halo Wars 1, Halo 5 Forge, and the Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike games, all in one place. And for me, I prefer that, because it means if I want to play Halo, I load the Halo app, and all my Halo PC games, bar Halo 2 PC and Halo Custom Edition, are in one place. What are your guys' thoughts on Halo Wars coming to Steam? Have you bought the UWP version? Are you pissed off? Do you want a Steam key as well? Let me know in the comment section below, and remember, stay classy.